about last game. Who got hurt? Welcome into Galena Sports Live here, week 6 of Friday night light action. Here, the Galena Bulldogs travel to take on the Parsons Vikings. The Galena Bulldogs head into this matchup 0-5, and Parsons is 5-0 on the season. As we've gotten towards the midway point of the season, Galena still looking for their first win under the Jacoby Martin era. Just wanted to let you guys know that Galena Sports Live is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital and Orthopedics in Galena, an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs right here in Southeast Kansas with all private rooms and spa-like surroundings. Learn more at mercy.net or call 620-783-1732. So as we continue the pregame show here, starting off with Parsons, they took on Riverton last week. They traveled to Riverton and won in dominating fashion, 27-0. Their previous game against Baxter Springs, they won 58-0. So they've been a offensive juggernaut and defensive juggernaut all year. I mean, Galena handed this Viking team their first loss last season. Certainly the Bulldogs, as we all know, have a lot of different faces on offense and on defense, but Parsons, they're going to return their starting quarterback in Trey Mack, and he was a pretty solid quarterback for him last year, and as you move on and get older, you can only get better from there, you'd think, and so you're going to see quite a bit of Trey Mack tonight for these Vikings. And for the Bulldogs, they tried to make a comeback against the Lions last week, ended up dropping the game. They allowed 21 points there in the third quarter, coming out of the locker room where they've struggled most of the season. There in the second half, I mean, they held the Quapaw team to 0 points in the first half, and then it kind of got out of hand from there. Same situation with Columbus. They shut Columbus out in the first half, and then Baxter Springs, they were up 8-6 at half, so they're a good first half team. They just got to figure out how to kind of control the game in the second half. So we'll continue the Diversified Materials pregame show here when we return in 3 minutes on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Hello, 4 States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the 4 States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, thus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at J. Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter, male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers, we have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
So welcome back to the Diversified Materials pregame show here on Galena Sports Live. I'm going to kick it over to my partner, Cole. He has some area matchups for you guys.
Yeah, I got some area matchups right here. So first off, we have Riverton versus Neodesha. Then we have Pittsburgh versus Pittsburgh High School versus Independence. Then we have Girard versus Iolo, Columbus versus Colgan, and Baxter versus Frontenac. All great games for the CNC, especially the Columbus versus Colgan, and Baxter Springs versus Frontenac. Those are going to be two really good games and exciting to watch. So,
yeah, I agree, Cole. It's playoff race starting to heat up around here. Have 3 weeks left until playoffs, including this week, and it's starting to get cold. So, it's starting to feel more like postseason football as we're getting close there. I can't believe football season's flying by, but back to the focus on this game. Have homecoming night here in Parsons, Kansas. The Vikings are eager to improve to 6-0, but for the Bulldogs to come out of here with a win, it's a daunting task to take on these Vikings, but it's going to start with just being able to control the turnovers and control the clock. We've seen a lot of turnovers in the previous couple games, and it was mainly interceptions, and then the run game, it's been more effective the last couple games, getting Casey Hopkins back from injury. Zane Turner's been a big part of that. And then Caleb Burkhart, he's also had a big role in the run game that we've seen in the middle part of this season, and they're going to need a big game out of Burkhart, out of Zane Turner, and guys like that. And then, but what I did like was when they put Zane Turner at quarterback last week, the offense seemed to be a lot more efficient, and they could get a lot different looks, quicker to get the ball to Zane Turner. So we'll see if that's something they continue with tonight. And then the second thing I have is the penalties. Last week, the penalties got out of control, had some unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, a lot of those, and then just a lot of unnecessary penalties. I mean, there was holding after the receiver had already caught the ball, and it ultimately brought the play back. And those penalties really hurt a team like Galena that struggles to pass the ball, and that's not what their offense is based on. Is the pass game? It's a lot of the run game. So limiting those penalties will be a key. What keys to the game do you got for me, Cole?
Really, just kind of the same things. Just really stay away from those penalties. That really, that definitely was a factor last game. And if penalties are a factor, you just don't want to be, having those, a lot of holding calls, a lot of unsportsmanlike, and unsportsmanlike are, that's just something you don't want to do because it's just an unnecessary call that doesn't need to be there. Another thing is injuries. That third quarter, Devin Hetty, he got hurt, and that opened up a lot of gaps for the Baxter Springs offense for their running backs to get through. And I think that was a big factor, or that played a big factor to last week's game. So just, I don't know, try to be good on injuries and things like that.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. It was a different game when Devin Hetty went out. You know, he's the leader of the defensive line there. They got some pretty solid linebackers behind him. He's been playing more a linebacker role this year, and he's been playing defensive line. So he has versatility, and it really hurts to have a player like that out of your lineup. As you know, he plays both sides of the ball on offensive line and defensive line. You could really see that the quarterback contain went out of control last week. So they're going to need it. If he's playing tonight, I'm not exactly sure. They're really going to need him to play. And Casey Hopkins will play a big role in that run blocking game also tonight. So we'll step away one more time. When we come back, we'll have kickoff. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You're watching the pregame show on Galena Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Four States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. Four States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with Four States Smart Car. For seniors, Four States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Four State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at fourstatespharmacy.com.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right. The first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Oh, there we go. So welcome back here as we close out the Diversified Materials pregame show. We're set for kickoff. Your Bulldogs have won the toss and deferred to get the ball in the second half, so their defense will go on the field first. Jack Perry will go ahead and kick it off for the Bulldogs. He took over the duties early on in the year. Zane Turner did do the kickoff duties and punting duties. We've seen a lot more of Zane Turner as it's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded, and with the return is Makai Ball. He brings it up past midfield into Bulldog territory. So the Vikings will start with the football in Galena territory. Pretty good starting field position as their quarterback, Trey Mack, marches on the field. This is a Viking team that has a lot of upperclassmen on their lineup, and they have some size up front. So it's going to take everybody tonight for these Bulldogs. Mack takes snap, turn, handoff, goes off the right hash, and with the ball, that is Jamarion Washington as he breaks off a big run inside the 10-yard line, it looks like. We'll see where they mark him out. I think he stepped out of bounds at the 10-yard line, but Washington with a 38-yard run to start this game off, not how you want to start it off on defense. Washington is a big build out of the backfield, has some speed, some size, and right there got to the outside and had a big play. Quickly, the Vikings into Bulldog territory. Mack, turn, handoff, Washington again, straight up the middle. Washington's going to stumble into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Vikings. As the Vikings quickly on the scoreboard go up 6-0 at the moment. Looks like they're going to bring on PAT unit. Jager Quern, the holder, and the kick's good from Jace Quern. So that makes the score 7-0 after 20 seconds here in Parsons. So we'll take a 30-second commercial timeout. When we return, Bulldogs will get their first possession. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
They are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
So welcome back, Bulldog fans. The Vikings quickly got on the scoreboard. 2 plays, 48 yards, and they put 7 on the board. That'll be Jace Quern to kick off for the Vikings. Zane Turner, the man standing at the goal line, to return for the Bulldogs. Keontae Paul and Thatcher Botkin on the 20-yard line. High kick. It's going to bounce at the 5 and go through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs will start their offensive drive at the 20-yard line. So we've seen the run be effective these last couple weeks. Tonight, they'll be without Devin Hetty, who's a big part of the line up front. So I'll have some spots to fill up there. Jack Perry's under center. Burkhart in the backfield. Turn, handoff. That's Turner, and that one goes nowhere. It's going to go for a loss on the play. Looks like a loss of 3. And Turner just had nowhere to go. Once he took the handoff, he got hit immediately. This Vikings line has some size up front. And that time they got through the line and made a tackle for loss. So now it's Zane Turner under center. We're going to have a false start called on Galena, as it looked like Coda Daniels went over the line. He wasn't sure where the ball was. Took a step over, and it'll back the Bulldogs up 5 more yards. So 2nd down and 17. It's what the Bulldogs face early in the first quarter. 11 minutes to play. Turner, handoff to Burkhart. He's hit right away, makes an extra effort, and might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it'll be go for no gain on the play, and it'll be a 3rd down and 17 at the Bulldog 13-yard line. They're bringing pressure. Turner off the edge. He's throwing, trying to find Burkhart, just overthrew him a bit. And pass falls incomplete, so 4th down and 17. He had Burkhart open, but there was some Parsons defenders sitting there around the 30-yard line that were looking to come down and make a play. Still would have been a little bit short, but ultimately brings up 4th down. So Galena will be forced to punt on their first possession of the game. Jack Perry will punt it away. Parsons will have 2 people back deep to return. And I'm having troubles reading the numbers on the jerseys. I don't know if it's the numbers are a little bit smaller, if we're just sitting so much farther back from the field than usual. It'll be down near midfield. So that's where the Vikings will start their second offensive drive. Their first one began right around the same field position. And the Bulldogs defense will look to get a stop here and send things back to the offense. It's the Parsons team that they're 5-0, and they put up quite a bit of points this season. That hasn't been something that's been a problem for them. So they scored 27 last week against Riverton. They scored 58 against Baxter. So those are two teams we played, and Parsons put up quite a bit of points against both those quality defenses. Mack drops back, throwing right, finds his man, 40, 45, cuts back, still in bounds at the 30, and he's going to be surrounded by Bulldog defenders. That is J.J. Kendrick with the reception. And Kendrick picks up the first down and quite a bit more. That'll go for about a 25-yard play. And gives Parsons a fresh set of downs inside Bulldog territory, getting close to the red zone. Trey Mack takes a snap, drops back, looking left. Pump fake. Now he might run it. No, he'll throw it late. And it's going to be broken up. Brody McNemar in coverage. That was Jamarcus Washington, the intended target, but McNemar was all over that play, and it'll fall incomplete, second down and 12. You saw there, Mack he's got a good arm, so he's going to challenge the Bulldog secondary all night. And for Galena to win this game, they're going to have to find a way to get some turnovers on defense. They're not going to overpower this Parsons team on offense. They're going to have to get some turnovers and keep the ball. Fumble. Ball on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Parsons, and that's Burkhart coming in to clean up the play, and it'll be a big loss on the play. Bulldogs defense all over it after the fumble, and it'll be a third down and long for the Vikings. Looks like a third down and 18 is what it'll be. So that one goes for an 8-yard loss. So this drive, Parsons is tried to pass the ball every time. The first drive, we saw 2 run plays. They haven't tried to run it yet. Doubt they'll do it here. Quick pass by Mack out to the left side. And coming in and making the tackle, that looks like Caleb Burkhart making the tackle. Pass got out quick to J.J. Kendrick. And a minimal pickup on the play will bring up 4th down. And it looks like they might kick the field goal. I think that's what they're going to do.
This might be the longest field goal I've seen all season for any of the teams we've played. I mean, we've had 2 teams that actually have kicked for an extra point, and now this might be an actual 3-pointer.
The kick is up, has the distance, and it is no good. Had the distance, but it's hard to tell from here, but it's no good. So the score remains 7-0, and the Bulldogs offense comes back on the field. Good job by the defense to back them up and then force them to kick a long field goal. Those, especially in 3A, you're right, Cole. You don't see a whole lot of field goal attempts, and I was kind of surprised to see Parsons go for it. It was a 4th down and very long, about a 4th down and 12. But I mean, that was about a 40-yard field goal, and he had the leg to do it, but didn't have the accuracy. So Zane Turner back under center, and we saw this at the end of the Baxter game last week. Zane Turner takes a direct snap, runs it right up the middle, pick up about 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Just under 8 minutes here in the first quarter. Bulldogs on their second offensive drive, looking to get something going here. Turner Takes a snap. He'll keep it again. Up the middle, cuts back. He's going to have the first down as he's brought down by 2 Viking defenders. And he'll move the chains for the Bulldogs. First down. So we talked about it in the pregame, Cole, about Zane Turner was able to really vamp this offense up in the fourth quarter with him as quarterback. And we've seen it a lot here early on, him under center, taking the snaps, and he'll take this one. It'll be a quarterback keeper again. He's going to be drilled, and I think it'll be a loss of 1 on the play. So that time, the gaps closed quickly, and Parsons' defensive line was there to make the stop. Second down and 11 at the Bulldog 31-yard line. Snap. Turner rolling right. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be off the outstretched hands of Thatcher Bach, and it goes incomplete. He was right at the yard-to-gain marker, and the pass will go incomplete. So third down and long for the Bulldogs. And here you just probably thinking they might go for it, depending on how far away they are, but just trying to pick up 6 or 7 yards here wouldn't be a bad idea if you're already thinking of going for it on fourth down. So Turner rolls left. He's going to have pressure right away. He escapes the pocket. He's out. Has the first down and a little bit more. And he runs out of bounds in Viking territory. And a great job escaping the pocket by Zane Turner. Converts the third down and long. And the Bulldogs are in Viking territory with a fresh set of downs. Oh, there's a flag. Those have been killing the Bulldogs all year, Cole. Them flags, the holdings, the unsportsmanlike, and that time it killed them again. Now it's going to be a third down and 16. Third down and 21. I misspoke. But pass rush got to Zane Turner quickly, and he made a good move to get out of the pocket here. See what the Bulldogs dial up here on offense. Burkhardt in the backfield. Zane Turner takes a direct snap, looking to go off the left end and has nothing there. Pickup of a couple, but the Viking defense was all over it. And the punting crew will come on once again for Galena. So they'll kick it back to the Vikings. Punt by Perry is going to bounce, and it's going to be a Viking bounce into Bulldog territory. So that's where the Vikings will take over. Their third straight time they're around the 50-yard line, so they've had some good starting field position. And last time out on the field, Parsons missed the field goal they attempted, and ultimately gave the ball to the Bulldogs to give them a chance there to convert on some missed points by the Vikings, but the Vikings offense is quickly back out on the field. Trey Mack in the shotgun. Jet sweep. So it goes to the outside, has some speed off the left end. He's going to go the whole way, and that is Jamarcus Washington. Sprints into the end zone for a 47-yard touchdown. and extends the Viking lead to 13-0 for the moment. They're going to bring on the PAT unit. But the Vikings, very versatile offense, have shown a little bit of run game. And then there you saw jet sweep action. And ultimately puts them up 13-0 for the moment. Jace Quern will kick the extra point. It's up and it's good. That makes the score 14-0 here in Parsons as the Vikings off to a hot start with 5:24 to play in the first quarter. Vikings lead 14-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Four States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. Four States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with Four States Smart Car. For seniors, Four States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Four State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at fourstatespharmacy.com.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. As the Vikings score again, 47-yard touchdown jet sweep action by Jamarcus Washington. Extends the Viking lead to 14-0. Halfway through the first quarter here in Parsons, Kansas, and week 6 action. Jace Quern will kick it back to the Bulldogs. It's going to be fielded at the 12-yard line by Thatcher Botkin. He's going to be able to run it back. Switches the field, still on his feet, trying to make a move, and he's going to be taken down at the 20-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense will come out and try and get something going on offense. Haven't been able to get much early. Still early on in the game, but you don't want to let it slip away from you too quick. It almost feels like they need to drive here where they can melt some clock, get down the field, and just put some points on the board. Because Parsons offense right now is on a roll. They're marching down the field, and it hasn't been easy for the Bulldog defense so far. That's going to be a run by Zane Turner off the left side. He gets tackled and looks like a gain of about 5 on the play. So ball's on the Bulldog 26-yard line. We apologize for the scoreboard and time. We had an issue with one of our cables and one of the cameras won't work. So we'll continue to keep updating the time as there's about 4:40 left in the first quarter. Third down and 5. Bulldogs offense really needing something here. Jack Perry will line up under center. Zane Turner in the backfield too. Turn, handoff to Burkhardt off the right side. And he's going to be tackled. He'll be close to the first down marker. Haven't seen a signal yet. And they're going to signal first down as the Bulldogs move the chain. Caleb Burkhardt, 5-yard run up the middle. Continues this drive for Galena. And they needed that one. Perry turn, handoff to Turner. Turner breaks the initial hit. Now he's free. First down and pushed out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds right by the first down marker. I believe he picked up the first down. We'll see. And yeah, they'll move the chains. So 11-yard run for Zane Turner. Gets the Bulldogs near midfield. And they have the ball on the Viking 42-yard line. So they're trying to get the run game going. You can see that early on in the game. They're switching back from Burkhart and Turner, who we've seen a lot of here in the middle of the season. This handoff goes to Burkhart, and it goes nowhere as he's brought down by Cade Brown. Second down and 11 for the Bulldog offense. Looking to get some time off the clock and really just march their way down the field. You know, you're not going to see the explosive plays. Zane Turner dove through a couple defenders and had to fight hard to get back to the original line marker. And it'll be third down and 11. This is about the same situation they were in last drive. They had third down 11 right around the same field position, and it got brought back from a holding. Hopefully we can get something going where we pick up a first down. It's going to be a throw over the middle. Burkhart caught. Trucks a guy. First down and more. Still on his feet. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds deep into Viking territory. I don't think he stepped out of bounds. Referee's still marching past the 20. So, yeah, big catch and run by Caleb Burkhart. Sets the Bulldogs up at the 12-yard line, it looks like. And they'll have first down and 10 as they convert on that third and 11 attempt. Turner really floated that ball through the air, through defenders' hands, and a little bit of magic and a big play by the Bulldogs. Timeout on the field by the Bulldogs, their first of the half. We'll return in 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have two convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your phone started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
So welcome back here, Bulldog fans. 2:06 remaining in the first quarter. Bulldogs trail 14-0. They have the ball deep in Viking territory, and they'll have a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 from the Viking 12-yard line. Bulldogs call their first timeout of the half. And we'll see if they can draw something up to get in the end zone out of this timeout. Turner in the shotgun. Takes a snap, high snap. Now he'll roll out right. Looking to throw. He's going to throw it late. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Intended for Thatcher Botkin, but not a bad throw. Put it in a spot that only the receiver could catch and couldn't be intercepted. So second down and 10.
Sorry, there's a hole in the way. I can't really help it. It's just how the infrastructure of the stadium is. But I'll try my best to get around it and show you what I can.
Yeah, this stadium's a lot different than most of the stadiums. It's we're sitting pretty far back from the field, and it's even hard to read the jersey numbers up here. Turner up the middle, nothing much there. And looks like it'll be a loss of 1 on the play. It's hit right away, and a 3rd down and 11. 3rd down 11 seems like the magic number for the Bulldogs. Don't like getting in a lot of those 3rd and longs, which it's a lot harder to convert on those. This is definitely 4-down territory, so you just want to get something that makes it 4th down and shorter if you don't convert this 3rd down. So safe play call wouldn't be too bad here. Perry takes snap, looking left. He's going to throw it to Burkhardt. He's going to be hit and dropped for a big loss. Viking defense was not fooled. Burkhardt caught it and got hit right away. That'll go for a loss of 5. This clock ticks under 1 minute here in the first quarter. Bulldogs offense will stay on the field. And they'll go for it. 15 yards to gain. Zane Turner take the snap. Burkhardt lined up behind Turner. Rolling out right, quickly pressured. Escapes the pocket, throwing. It's up in the air. It's going to be caught in the end zone. That's Brody McNemar for the Bulldog touchdown. And a big 4th down conversion on 4th down and 15. 18-yard touchdown strike from Zane Turner to Brody McNemar. Put the Bulldogs on the board. 14-6 for the moment. The Bulldogs will go for 2. And that was a big play. It really felt like they needed that, just stay in the game. And this drive's been good. You're going to end around and another one. It's on the ground. And nothing doing there. There was a lot of action going on, but Parsons was all over it. And ultimately, 2-point conversion fails. Bulldogs score a touchdown on an 18-yard touchdown strike from Zane Turner to Brody McNemar and make the cut into the Viking deficit 14-6 here with 27 seconds. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog Football on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. 18-yard touchdown strike from Turner to McNemar puts the Bulldogs on the board, and they'll kick it away back to the Vikings. That was a good offensive drive by the Bulldogs. Big 3rd down conversion where Burkhardt catch and run in deep into Viking territory. And then a couple plays back, the Bulldogs up, but McNemar was able to reel in a touchdown for the Bulldogs, and that was a solid drive because it took almost 5 minutes off the clock. It's colder out here, you know. You let Max sit on the sideline a little bit, and you just hope that it can slow him down a little bit because there hasn't been much that's been able to slow this Viking offense down in the last 2 weeks. It's going to be returnable. That is Nasir Haygood. He's going to be dragged down. As that's Michael Endicott with the tackle. And this will be the Vikings' worst starting field position at their own 31. Bulldogs defense back out on the field for the fourth time. So we have 20.6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And yeah, you're right, Cole. That beam's in a terrible spot. But hey, we'll try and make the best of it.
They keep finding himself exactly where my blind spot is too. That whole last drive with the Galena drive was almost right there. Draw 4 down, so.
So the Bulldogs able to answer back, showing Parsons they're not just going to lay down. Two to the near side for the Vikings. That's Jamarion Washington to the right hip of Mack. Turn, hand off to the left side. Washington, he's going to be hit and swarm tackled by the Bulldogs defensive line there. Caught a pickup of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Viking offense. And that'll send us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of 1, Parsons 14, Galena 6. We head to the second quarter. Vikings face a 2nd down and 6 when we return. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Sorry we came back so late, but that was a deep completion to Tate Phillips. And there was nobody in the area there. Came back too late from that commercial, but apologies on our part. But the Vikings, a big pass play there. And what's it going to take for this Bulldog defense to really slow the Viking offense down? They've been on a roll for the first quarter and starting the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Cooper, they had one defensive stop here. I'll let you call.
To the outside, Trey Logan has the first down and still on his feet. I don't know if he's in bounds or not. I can't really tell over here. I need some binoculars, but and it feels like big chunk play after big chunk play. Maybe they're starting to miss the presence of Devin Hetty. You definitely know they are, but it's hard to stop a offensive juggernaut like this.
Yeah, one thing I would like to see is Galena trying to get to that quarterback. I mean, that long pass, the quarterback had a lot of time in the pocket uncontested. So that Galena just trying to get in there and trying to pressure the quarterback and not let him make long passes like that might be a factor.
Yeah, try and get in there and be a wrecking ball. Mack, pump fake, flag comes in. It's going to be caught in the end zone, but we'll wait and see the flag. So it's a touchdown on the field right now. Parsons linemen have their hands. They're asking, what did I do? Might be on them. Chop block on Parsons, so that'll negate the touchdown. And go in the Bulldogs' favor. Some of those penalties are 5 and 10 yards, but it's different when you have a touchdown penalty where you commit the penalty. That time goes in the Bulldogs' favor on the chop block by the Vikings. We'll back them way up. And they'll try again. Mack in the shotgun. Takes snap. Now get it out quick. It's going to be caught. He's hit right away. And that was Coda Daniels coming in and making the tackle. Pass was caught by Landon Wheat. So that play didn't have much doing. Bulldogs secondary all over it. We've seen Mac do that quite a bit where he snaps the ball and he gets the ball out quick. It's something we see from Galena too, where they just get the ball out quick and throw it quickly to Zane Turner. So a little bit of their own medicine. That time Galena wasn't fooled. 3-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 17. Mac handoff up the middle. That's Washington. Still on his feet. Still chugging. He's going to go all the way in to the end zone. And that's Jamarion Washington's 2nd touchdown of the game. That'll extend the Viking lead to 20-6, pending the point after attempt. So Jace Quern will attempt the PAT. PAT is up, and it's through. 3 for 3 on extra points tonight, so that makes the score 21-6. The Vikings extend the lead out to 15 points here with 10-12 to play in the first quarter. We'll step away for 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
So the Vikings score on a Jamarion Washington touchdown run, and they lead by 15 with 10-12 to play in the second quarter. Probably change that. Chase Quern to kick off for Parsons. Zane Turner back to return. It's going to be a good kick. Caught at the 5-yard line by Zane Turner. Returnable kick up the middle. Has some speed ahead. He might go. Cross the 50, 40, 30. He's being chased. And he's going to go the distance. Zane Turner. No flags on the field. And it's going to be a 95-yard kickoff return for Zane Turner, as he stuns the fans here in Parsons. And the Bulldogs with a quick answer there. And that's what the Bulldogs were waiting on, is a quick burst of speed by Zane Turner. That time he caught it full head of steam ahead and was gone. And we saw that quite a bit last year. That's the first one we've seen this year, and it's a good time to have it. Bulldogs can make it a 1-possession game here with 2-point try. 21-12 at the moment. Galena will go for 2. Burkhardt in the backfield. Turner rolls right, quickly pressured, up in the air. It's batted around and falls incomplete. So it'll make it a 21-12 game. So 2-possession game with 9:57. We'll step away for 30 seconds when we return. Galena to kick it back to Parsons. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than 4 States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. 4 States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with 4 States Smart Car. For seniors, 4 States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. 4 State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at 4statespharmacy.com.
So welcome back, Bulldog fans. Galena quickly back on defense. Not in a bad way, though. 95-yard kickoff return by Zane Turner, his first kickoff return of the year. And there's not a lot of people you see in a sprinting contest with Zane Turner. That time, Parsons had some defenders behind him, but ultimately Zane Turner's speed was too much, and another score for the Bulldogs. So that's a good sign that and Parsons a good football team. So just being consistent is a big part. This is going to be caught at the 25. That's Nasir Haygood. Haygood is going to be tackled around the 45-yard line. That is Keegan Gabrielson on the tackle. So the Vikings set up shop at their own 45-yard line with 9:53 to play in the second quarter. Parsons with 3 timeouts, Galena with 2. Bulldogs putting up a fight here in the first half. Vikings offense has been almost unstoppable. Bulldogs look to get a stop here as the Vikings start their drive. Trey Mack in the shotgun takes a snap. Hand off to Washington off the left side. He's going to stiff arm one guy and runs out of bounds. He'll be near the first down marker. Far side judge is refereeing to move the chains, and they will. It'll be a first down for the Vikings. It's Jamarion Washington. He's 6'1", 215 pounds. That's a big running back for 3A football. That's almost a NFL build, so it's going to be hard to tackle him all night.
Up to the line.
Oh, never mind. Second down. I saw the quick throw out. And Deontay Paul coming in, making the pursuit. And it'll be a first down up near the 40-yard line. J.J. Kendrick with the reception for the Vikings. Brody McNemar comes in and makes tackles for Galena. So the Vikings into Bulldog territory. Trey Mack handoff off the left side. It's going to be brought down by Braden Buckaloo. Chandler Henson, the ball carrier on that play, will move the chains for Parsons. Handoff up the middle. That's Washington again as he falls forward. And it'll bring up second down. Second down and 3 from the Bulldog 23-yard line. Washington lined up to the left hip of Trey Mack, 2 to the near side. Mack looking to throw. Servan throws right towards the corner of the end zone, up in the air, and the pass falls incomplete, but there's flags that fly. And Deontay Paul was the guy in coverage for Galena. They might get him for pass interference in the end zone. That's just tough break there. Some good coverage in the end zone. And the flag comes in. Did they pick the flag up? I haven't seen an official rule. Oh, okay. So it is defensive pass interference on Deontay Paul. And it'll be a fresh set of downs for the Vikings at the Bulldog 11-yard line. Mack takes snap. Now he'll pitch it. And that's Webster coming in. And Webster spins him down for a loss on the play. Back near the 17-yard line, I think, is where they're going to call him down at. Nope, make it 18-yard line. So a big tackle for loss there by Jared Webster. Backs the Vikings up, 2nd down and 18. I guess it's 2nd and goal from the 18. Looks like we got a timeout on the field. So timeout by Parsons, their first of the half. 7:23 to play here. 21-12. Parsons leads it. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than Four States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. Four States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with Four States Smart Car. For seniors, Four States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. Four State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at fourstatespharmacy.com.
So welcome back here. 7:23 to play in the second quarter. It's a cold one here in Parsons, Cole, even up in the press box. See all the sweatshirts around. This really the first cold football game around the area of the year, I guess. Jamarion Washington with the pitch to the outside. Breaks one tackle. He'll stumble down inside the 10. They'll mark him down at the 9-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and 4. I'm sorry, 3rd down and 8. Trey Mack in the shotgun. Drops back, looking to throw. He'll throw it. It's going to go through the hands of the intended receiver, Cade Brown. That was Coda Daniels in coverage. Good pass, but Coda Daniels was there. He made a presence and disrupted the receiver's route. So good job by him. Brings up 4th down and 8 from the Bulldog 9-yard line. Looks like Parsons might go for it. They got the offense still on the field, still have 2 timeouts in their pocket with 6:39 to play until half. They send 3 receivers to the far side, getting on the ball quick. Washington to the left. Mack drops back, rolling right. Quick pressure. He's going to throw it. It's going to go out of bounds and falls incomplete for a turnover on downs. And the Bulldogs will take over on the turnover on downs deep in their own territory, but prevent the Vikings from putting any points on the board.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Michael Endicott got in there and put pressure on the quarterback, not allowing the throw. He may not have got the sack, but he still blitzed and got the pressure on. The quarterback didn't know what to do and just had to throw the ball away. So that's like textbook what we need to see going on in the future. The only thing else is stopping the run game. You know, that's hard with Devin Heady being out. But one thing they can do is just attack the ball carrier. You want to attack him. You don't want him to come to you where you kind of just get blitzed, especially with this big running back that we have. Or that they have, you know, you just want to attack him, get as much mass on him as you can, or just wrap up. And you know, he's big, so you might be going for a little bit of a ride for a few yards, but you're still going to wrap up and take him down.
Yeah, I agree. That was a great job by Endicott to get in the backfield, and it just disrupted the whole play because Parsons has had a lot of time in the pocket this whole game. That time they didn't have it, and Mack quickly had to get the ball out and fell incomplete, but we got a flag on the field. We'll see what they mark. It's going to be on the Vikings. I think an offsides call will march the Bulldogs forward, 1st down and 5. Zane Turner and the shotgun. Burkhart lined up behind him, trips to the near side. Quarterback keeper Turner breaks one tackle and gets tackled up near the 19-yard line. So right at the 1st down marker. It's going to be 2nd down and about 6 inches. Oh, they're going to call for, they're going to measure it with the chains. She'll bring the chains out. 1st down. So to move the chains for the Bulldogs on that 1st down. Quarterback keeper by Zane Turner. And the Bulldogs gain a fresh set of downs. Here with 6:12 to play in the 1st quarter, clock will wind. Or 2nd quarter, 1st half, I guess. Perry takes the snap, turn handoff to Burkhart. And is met by a couple of Parsons defensive linemen and taken down. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Turner, keeper off the left side, looking for some blockers, lowers his shoulder, picks up a couple. So it'll be a 3rd down on the play now. Third and 6. 3rd and 6 deep in Viking territory. And remember, Galena will get the ball out of the half. So here, if they can just melt some clock and get a good drive down the field, they're going to have to continue the drive here with a 1st down. Turner rolls right, gets pressured. Now he'll take off, still on his feet. Tries to run forward. He'll be well short. Picks up 1 or 2 on the play. But he's going to be short, and decision to make for Coach Martin. Wouldn't be surprised if they try and get him jump off sides here. Still have 2 timeouts in your pocket. 8 on the play clock. We'll punt it away. So a smart move, just punt it away, and there's pressure coming after him. High kick, bounces, and basically doesn't bounce anywhere. It's going to be down in Viking territory at the Viking 48-yard line. It's where they'll bring their offense onto the field with 3:35 remaining till half. Trey Mack in the shotgun. Snap, hand off to Washington. He cuts back. Still on his feet. Stiff arms a guy, and he's going to have the 1st down, and he goes out of bounds. The Bulldogs had a guy there in the backfield ready to make the tackle, and it was just a missed tackle. Washington's bouncing back and forth, and ultimately picks up the first down. You can't allow to have those missed tackles. And you see Washington kind of limps off the field. Handoff up the middle. And that's Chandler Henson. Soda Daniels makes the tackle, and it'll be 2nd down and 1. Clock under 3 minutes. Mack handoff to Henson. Looks like he's going to have the first down. Yep, they'll move the chains, and it'll be a first down for Parsons. Two to the near side. Single man to the far side. It's going to be a handoff. Henson breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and gets inside the Bulldog 15-yard line where he goes down. 2:15 to play till half. Just wanted to let you guys know at halftime we'll have the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance halftime show. We'll recap the first half stats and analysis, all that at the conclusion of the first half. Ball's on the Bulldog 14-yard line with a first down and 10. It's going to be a run up the middle. Washington is going to run into the end zone. Jamarion Washington, 3rd touchdown of the game. He has been their workhorse tonight, and Galena has not found a way to bring him down. They're going to have to figure something out in the locker room. But with that touchdown, extends the Viking lead to 27-12, pending the PAT. PAT's up, and it's through. 28-12 Vikings with 1:41 to play till half. We'll step away for 30 seconds. When we return, Bulldogs will get the football. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
So welcome back. Live from Parsons, Kansas. 28-12 to score. Bulldogs still have 2 timeouts remaining when they get the ball. Last kickoff, we saw Zane Turner get a kickoff return for 95 yards. Be pretty cool to see another one here. It's going to be a squib kick fielded by Deontay Paul at the 16-yard line. Brought across midfield. He's going to be chased down and brought down by Caden Berry. And the Bulldogs will have a long field to go with 1:34 on the clock. They want to put some points on the board here. Handoff to Turner up the middle, and he gets brought down. 6-yard pickup on the play. So the clock will continue to wind. Galena's not in any hurry, just trying to take it to the locker room. And it's still a 2-possession game. I mean, 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions. Ball was on the ground there. That could have been disastrous. Looks like Perry jumped on it right away. Parsons calls a timeout. So it'll be a 3rd down and about 5 for the Bulldogs. We have 46 seconds to play here in the first half. And
yeah, Galena's got to be careful here because if Parsons gets a stop, 2 stops in a row with enough time left on it, they have how many timeouts? They have 2 timeouts, right? They have one timeout left? Yeah, they have 1 timeout left. So, I mean, they could get a quick stop here and then timeout, another quick stop, and they might have one more possession. And if they score there, that's going to put Galena in a real bad spot going into the second half. I mean, Galena gets the ball, so either way, Galena's going back on offense, coming back in the second half. So they just need to play possession, play smart here.
Yeah, the Viking offense has been dominating all day. It's a lot of the work's been done on the ground. You saw the long pass earlier on in the second quarter. Zane Turner takes us to the outside now, cut back, and gets brought down by Caden Berry. Clock will continue to wind. Doesn't look like Parsons going to call timeout here. They'll let it wind to the half. So we'll let this wind down, and it'll take us in halftime. Bulldogs will trail at 28-12. They'll get the second half kickoff, but they were able to put some points on the board there. But just got to figure things out on defense. The run game for Parsons has been their go-to all night, and Jabarion Washington, 3 touchdowns is really the storyline of the first half. He was able to do whatever he wants. So the clock hits 000 as we head to halftime. When we return, we'll have the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance halftime show here on Galena Sports Live. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Gotta say what
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Freedom of the press is about your right to know. It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
So welcome in here to the halftime show brought to you by Leah Smith Farmers Insurance, 4-state agency serving Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri. Leah and her team have the products, services, and experience you're looking for. Give them a call today and see why they're more than just insurance. So 28-12, Cold score not looking pretty. It's still a 2-possession game. What are your first impressions on the first half?
I think Galena did really good on offense. I was definitely impressed. Wasn't really expecting all that, especially in the passing game coming out to this game. They've been passing the ball really well. Zane Turner is running really well. I mean, we're used to that, but he's shown his speed, especially in this game, because, Parsons has speed. And when he got that 95-yard kickoff return touchdown, they really couldn't catch up with him. They were kind of getting there, but he did a dead sprint for 95 yards and still had the speed to be faster than the Parsons defenders who were chasing him, and those are pretty fast guys. So, but yeah, I like the offense a lot. The defense, I think the defense has some ups for sure. They're playing well. They're being a little more consistent this game, I would say. I think they're struggling with the run, and that's the big thing. They were struggling kind of with the pass, but they realized that you just need to get pressure on that quarterback. Michael Endicott had a really good stop on that fourth and touchdown, I think, or maybe it was like, right there. And that was really good, but the run game is really rough for them. It's really, it's hurting them for sure. They're just Parsons running all over them, and they're not wrapping up. They're kind of just, it's really hard to tackle. It's a big guy. So, whatever they do in the locker room to try to fix the run game or the run defense, if they could do that, I think that we have ourselves a ball game coming up.
Yeah, that's a good thought, and it's going to be hard because Jamarion Washington, he's a big player, but you also can't just fill a gap of missing a star player like Devin Hetty. He's been there for 3 years for this team, up there making plays. I mean, he had 19 tackles against Girard. You can't just expect somebody to replace that, so that's going to hurt him. But really, I think you got to focus on, like you said, just slowing down the run game, sell out for the run game, and make them beat you through something else. And on offense, it wasn't the worst performance we've seen. You had the kickoff return. We had an 18-yard passing touchdown from Zane Turner to Brody McNemar. And I think for the second half, it's just what kind of unique ways can you find to get the ball to Zane Turner? How can you get the ball to him out in space? Because on that kickoff return, we saw what he can do in space. We've known what he can do in space, and so does this Viking team. I mean, they played him last year, and Zane Turner put up a pretty good stat line on him, and they remember that. And this year, they're trying to avoid that. Zane Turner hurt him in the first half, but for Galena, it's just about being unique and trying to get the ball to Zane Turner in special ways, I think, really in the second half. Turner had 15 rush attempts, only 39 yards, as you saw him a lot playing quarterback. A change from last week. We saw it in the fourth quarter. That Galena offense came back and scored 2 quick touchdowns. But tonight, 12 points in the first half. They're going to have an uphill battle. So we'll return here in 3 minutes on the Farmers Insurance halftime show. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Looking for a pharmacy that truly cares? Look no further than 4 States Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy in Galena, locally owned and rooted in our community. 4 States Pharmacy is the place to go for those needed vaccinations. Plus, check out their large selection of everything you need to keep your family happy and healthy. Take advantage of their convenient drive-thru or local delivery with 4 States Smart Car. For seniors, 4 States Pharmacy offers free Medicare Part D consultations. 4 State Pharmacy, where your health and community come together in Galena. Check us out online at 4statespharmacy.com.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Hello, 4 States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the 4 States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be.
There is no typical firefighter.
So welcome back here to the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance halftime show as we continue it. Just about 5 minutes until third quarter kickoff. Both teams got a lot to talk over in the locker room as the last 2 games for Parsons, they've shut out their opponent in Baxter Springs and Riverton. Galena has been able to put some points on the board. There's threatening. The game isn't away from them yet, but it's crucial to come out and milk the clock and try and get something going, get the run going, and take away 5 or 6 minutes like they did on that drive where they ended up scoring on the 18-yard touchdown pass. But we got some scores around the area. Cole's going to get them to you here. Maybe.
Sorry, I'll just find the ones I can. So I only got 3 here, but it all relates to the CNC. So for what we have here is we have the Titans versus the Panthers, and that score is 7 for the Titans and 46 for the Panthers. So that's a one-sided game. Coming up is another one-sided game, which would be the Baxter Lions versus the Frontenac Raiders, and that would be a 40-0 game for the Raiders. So the Raiders definitely winning that one. And then Girard versus Iola, we have 21-0. Iola is also another one-sided game. So it looks like CNC is kind of struggling. Well, yeah, I guess not the Raiders, but not Frontenac. But other than that, the CNC is kind of struggling this week.
Yeah, it's a tough season. There's been a lot of changes with, Girard. They were the juggernaut team that hadn't lost any regular season games in 2 years, and they graduate a lot of people, and they're struggling this year. Columbus graduated a lot of people. They're struggling this year. Same situation with us. And, I mean, we've graduated a lot of players. We've battled through it, but injuries have just hurt Galena all season. I mean, he had Zane Turner. He missed the game. I believe it was the Girard game. And then we have the Devin Hetty injury now, and Deontay Paul is out for some games. Those just hurt a football team, and Galena's not a team that just has a bunch of depth that can just switch players in and out. I mean, and that's part of the issue when in the second half is they start to have some stamina issues against teams like Parsons that wants to run the ball as much as they did in the first half. So it'll be a big challenge for this Bulldogs defensive line to get off the ball quick and really get up there and make things hard for the Vikings run game. Well, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds until third quarter kickoff. We'll take our final halftime commercial break, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more. Take a detour from the ordinary and head to Bricks and Brews in Baxter Springs, a taste bud trip down Route 66.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
Welcome back to the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance halftime show here. As you see, both teams back on the field now. Just about 2 minutes and 30 seconds till kickoff in the third quarter. The rushing attack was led by Zane Turner, 15 attempts, 39 yards, and then Caleb Burkhart had 4 attempts for 3 yards. It almost feels like he had more than that, but he had that big reception, catch and run that got the Bulldogs into touchdown territory and ultimately converted on it. So I think opening the pass game up in the second half wouldn't be a terrible option. I mean, when you're down in games, I know it's not the Bulldogs' DNA, but sometimes you have to open it up and take some risk. And when they've done that this year, they've had some struggles doing it with Jack Perry at quarterback. But now we see Zane Turner. We know he's capable of it, and the impact he makes with his legs, his speed on defense, all those different things. I'll be interested to see if we see some more pass attempts in the second half. What do you think, Cole?
Yeah, I agree with you, Cooper. I definitely want to see the pass. I mean, it's been really good, especially since Zane Turner's had little to no time in the pocket at all. He's almost getting rushed almost like immediately every single play. And that's where that speed comes in handy because, he's able to get out and get around him and still make an amazing throw. I mean, I've seen some passes that I haven't seen all season, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more. If they put Zane Turner at quarterback, they may put Jack Perry. They kind of switch it, which, leaves the defenses guessing. But we've seen Zane Turner playing quarterback for most of the game this game. And, I definitely want to see more passes and things of that nature. Just also the linemen, maybe just a little bit more, giving the quarterback a little bit more time to choose where he wants to throw the ball, and also so he doesn't have to throw the ball on the run. I know sorry. Brent, I just tabbed out, but the Parsons have a big D line, and I know it's hard to block them, but just trying to get in front of them, don't get a holding call because they have been doing really good about the penalties this game. They only had 2 so far, and that's a big improvement from last week. But just try to get in front of them and just give them a little bit more time is all I could ask coming into this second half.
So 40 seconds left on the scoreboard until we get this underway. And be interesting to see what kind of approach Galena comes out with here in the second half, what they talked about in the locker room. A big part of it was how they're going to stop that big running back in Jamarion Washington. He's played a big factor tonight, and you got to think they're taking the motto of, we're not going to let him beat us. They're going to have to beat us in another way. We'll see here in about a couple minutes. Bulldogs will get the football to start the second half. Zane Turner already has a kickoff return for a touchdown. So things are about set here from Parsons, Kansas.
Dogs. I owe it. Double 21 half rope.
Jace Quern will kick it off for Parsons. Last kickoff we saw a squib. They don't want to put the ball in the hands of Zane Turner. Zane Turner standing at about the 7-yard line, eager to return this one. And it's going to be an onside kick, and that's going to be fielded way too early. Can't field those until it goes 10 yards, and then it's eligible to be jumped on unless it's touched by the opposing team. But that time, that wasn't even close, and Galena will get the ball in great field position. I don't exactly know what was going on for Parsons there. It looked like it was supposed to be an onside kick, but the guy recovering it basically jumped on it right away. So that's a great start.
I think maybe he thought it needed to be at the 5-yard because he threw his hands up. He's like, "What? I thought I got her." So I think that was the issue there.
So they'll probably talk about that in practice or at the conclusion of this game. But either way, sets up the Bulldogs in great field position. Hand off to Turner up the middle. He's going to be met by a pair of Parsons defenders and brought down, no gain on the play. It's Turner's 16th attempt of the game. $16 attempts for 40 yards. That time there wasn't much room for Turner to get out in space and use his agility. Burkhart lined up behind Turner. Trips to the near side. Botkin will go in motion to the far side. He'll be a keeper, and he'll be wrapped up and brought down. That looks like Trey Toulis with the tackle. So Turner didn't have much on that one either. No gain on the play. And a 3rd down and 10 is what will be quickly brought up. And this feels like a passing down here. 3rd down and long. Seen a number of 3rd down and 11s tonight. Turner rolls left, has pressure immediately. And it'll fall incomplete. There was 3 guys on him as soon as he snapped the ball, but 4th down and 11. See if they elect to go for it. Have the ball at the Viking 45-yard line. They're going to go ahead and punt it away. Try and pin the Vikings back deep into their own territory. We've seen a couple really good punts by Jack Perry. One in that Columbus game. That one's going to be fielded, ball on the ground, and it's going to be recovered. That's J.J. Kendrick. Initially fumbled it, but jumped back on top of it. And it'll be Viking football. They'll start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Washington lined up to the left hip of Mack. Handoff off the right side is Washington. Still on his feet. A pair of Bulldog defenders there. Ball comes out, and it's going to be picked up. Broken tackle. Has blockers up ahead. He's going to be pushed out of bounds, as that was Coda Daniels pushing him out of bounds, but that was a crazy play because Jamarion Washington was going for a while, and the ball came out. But it so happened to be there's a Viking offensive player right there, and they pick up a big chunk of yards and into Bulldog territory at the 47. Mack in the backfield. Handoff to Henson. Flag comes in from the back line judge. It's going to be a hold on Parsons. That'll back him up and negate that run. So I think it's a hold from the spot of the foul. Must have happened closer to where Henson was being tackled. So 1st down and 12 for Parsons.
Yeah.
Mack looking to throw up in the air. It's going to be caught. That is Landon Wheat. Ball comes out, goes through the back of the end zone. It could be a safety. If they say the ball came out before he's in the end zone, it'll be a safety or a touchback, I guess. So, yeah, touchback.
They call me.
I'm not sure what's going on the field right now, but I think everybody's wondering the same thing. Two referees are talking it over there at the 30-yard line. Can be Bulldog football on a touchback.
He's got to be the top man. They use up their goals today. Splat for the Bulldogs. But they go to try our bottom.
Oh, I was saying safety because I was thinking if the quarterback in the end zone had the ball and stepped out of bounds, it'd be safety, but the ball got punched out and went through the back. So it's a touchback and is basically a turnover by Parsons. That's a huge break by Galena because we was on his way to the end zone and ball got punched out. And Galena takes over. Perry under center, turn, handoff. Turner cuts back, makes a man miss, and gets brought down up near the 28-yard line. Kai Ball with the tackle. Second down and 2 for Galena. 2 to the near side. Hand off to Burkhardt. He's hit. Breaks through the initial tackle, but he won't go anywhere. He'll be tackled for a loss on the play. It's like a loss of 2 on the play. 3rd down and 4.
Awesome. 3 on the play. There's a 3rd.
Third down and 5, ball on Galena 26. It'll be a handoff and hit right away, brought down. Turner took the handoff and had nowhere to go. It's going to result in another punt. Eight minutes left in the third quarter. Parsons leads at 28-12. Perry. Punt's going to bounce, and it'll go out of bounds at the 44-yard line. So the Vikings will come on the field and start at their own 44-yard line.
They're over on the 97-yard line. We'll do something right now. Do something.
So we look to see what Galena can do here on defense. One to the far side, one to the near side. Mac's going to pitch it outside. Burkhardt comes in, can't make the tackle. That's Jamarcus Washington, still in bounds, and he runs out of bounds at the Bulldog 32-yard line. Galena, Caleb Burkhardt had a chance to make a play in the backfield and results in a missed tackle. And it'll be a first down for Parsons. Take it into Galena territory at the 36-yard line. Jamarion Washington takes it. Deontay Paul there, and he's going to be swarmed by Bulldog defenders to bring him down. One of the few times tonight he's been limited on that rush. Be a gain of, say, 3 or 4. Second down and 7. Jamarion Washington to left hip of Mac. Hand off to Washington. He goes up the middle, still on his feet, breaking tackles, and rumbles down to the 10-yard line. And a fresh set of downs for Parsons.
So we have off and we're flying off with it. Holding on back, keeping the
So that play gets brought back due to a hold. So we've seen two of those now. One of the holds was a touchdown by Parsons. That was a big gainer on the play for 23 yards. This one will be coming back too. 6:51 to play in the third quarter. Neither team scored yet in the third quarter. It's an eventful first half. Both teams going back and forth. Still a 2-possession game. 2nd down and 8. Washington to the left. Hip of Mack, 2 to the near side. It's going to be a reverse to Nasir Haygood. Haygood's going to be brought down. Looks like it might be a little bit short. So it'll be a 3rd down. 3rd down and 2.
third and 2.
Hand off to Washington. He's going to be brought down, and it'll be a 1st down. Parsons moves the chains again on a run by Jamarion Washington. Two to the near side, 1 to the far side. Handoff Washington. Gets tackled by McNemar.
That's the long play by number 14, Roy McNemar. Number 2, John. Number 7.
2nd down and 8. Ball at the Bulldog 19-yard line. Clock winds under 5 minutes before this next snap. Mack gets it out quick. Space. That is Tate Phillips with the catch. Thatcher Botkin makes the tackle.
Number 40, Tate Phillips.
It's like about a 3rd and 5 from here. 3rd and 4. Short 3rd and 5. See if the Bulldogs can get some pressure dialed up here and force an incompletion, or even a sack would be good here. We haven't seen many sacks this year from Galena. That'd be a great time to have one. Handoff to Washington. Makes one man miss, and he's going to be tackled. Zane Turner comes in, makes a shoestring tackle. It's close to the 1st down marker. I think he got it. 1st down. 1st down Parsons. They are now at the 11-yard line, so 1st down and 10. We've seen them run the ball quite a bit here. Trying to wear down our defensive line. Handoff to Washington up the middle. Plunges forward. And he's in. It's a touchdown for Parsons. Makes the score 34-12. Parsons. His 4th touchdown of the game. He's been a nightmare to stop all game long. continues his dominant night.
Extra point, no good.
Extra point's no good this time. Makes the score 34-12 here with 3:32 to play in the third quarter. We'll return in 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
So Parsons extends their lead to 34-12 with a Jamarion Washington touchdown, his fourth of the evening. And Galena, it's going to be hard to make comebacks. 3-possession game. They were down 3 possessions last week headed into the fourth quarter. But they're going to have to get some points going soon. This one's going to roll all the way to the 15 where Tiante Paul fields it. Paul looking to get the edge. Brings it out across the 20. And up to the 22-yard line is where Galena will start this drive. This one's starting to slip away. Parsons defense really locked in the second half. Oh, we got a flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, so that'll be a 15-yard penalty on the Vikings, and it'll improve the field position for Galena. They'll start this drive at their own 37-yard line now. Turner takes a snap, now tucks it away, looking to run, makes a man miss, trying to get the edge, and that was Mackay Ball that followed him all the way, push him out of bounds, and it'll be a loss of about 4 or 5 on the play. Looks like 5-yard loss on the play.
15.
Play clock starting to run down, and oh wow, they let that one fly, but no flags on the play. This one up in the air. It's going to be intercepted. Jason Smart with the interception. And Parsons gets the ball back. So Parsons will take possession again here late in the third quarter. There's also a holding penalty that got declined. So Parsons will start at the Galena 44-yard line, or sorry, their own 44-yard line. Mack drops back looking to the near side, and it falls incomplete. Fell through the hands of J.J. Kendrick. Botkin and Daniels over there in coverage. Mack handoff to Washington off the right edge, lowers his shoulder, gets brought down. Looks like Zane Turner, Brody McNemar, and Jason Long were all in on that tackle. We're down in 5. Galena's done a good job so far in the second half, limiting the big plays for Parsons, but it feels like every time Washington's getting 4 and 5 yards. Hand off to Washington off the left, has the first down, and it'll be brought down at the 43-yard line.
Number 24, Kirk Park.
Fresh set of downs for Parsons. Will continue their drive. Trey Mack under center. Guy goes in motion. Washington takes the handoff off the right side, still on his feet. And he'll be spun down at the 26-yard line. Can't see who's in there. That post is in the way. And Vikings continuing to march down this field. Looks like Galena on defense starting to get tired. You see over on the sideline, there's not a lot of depth, and those are things that hurt you later on in the game, especially when a team like Parsons this big and physical. Burkhardt, a nice tackle. Burkhardt just took it away from him, and it'll be credited as a fumble. And Burkhardt comes away with it and turns the Vikings over once again in the second half. That's a second turnover by Parsons in the second half. They're having some miscues. And that time, Burkhardt rips the ball out of the hands of Chandler Henson. And Galena will get the ball. 1:19 to play in the third quarter. Starting to get late early here in Parsons, Kansas. Really needing a score here. Viking defense has been tough all night. Pitch to the outside to Paul. The swarm by Viking defenders met at the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 9. Clock winds. 40 seconds remain. Turner tries to run it up the middle, and nothing doing here. Galena can let it run out and go to the fourth quarter if they want to. Looks like that's what they're going to decide to do, not in any rush to get up to the line. So at the end of the third quarter, the score 34-12. Vikings lead it here at home on homecoming night for them. And a tough game so far for Galena. They have 1 quarter remaining. They'll have a 3rd down and 10 when we return here in a minute on Galena Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right. The first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you Parsons service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki.
Sorry, we had to cut that one short. Just wanted to get you guys back to live action here as Galena will face a 3rd down and 10 deep in their own territory, trying to extend this drive. And frankly, they need this. Defense has been able to get 2 takeaways in the second half with the ball that came out and went through the back of the end zone. And then the last defensive play, Caleb Burkhart just ripped it away from the Parsons player. And that's what got us to where we are now, 3rd down and 10. 12 minutes left to play. High snap by Turner, rolling right. He's going to be chased down from the back, and he gets brought down. Look like Trey Tulis, maybe. Demonte Kendrick. Sorry. So 4th down and 10. 4th down and 15 make it. Turner's out there scrambling for his life today. Hasn't got much blocking up front. And every time he snaps it, he's on the run trying to escape all the pressure. It's whistled dead. Flag on the play. Parsons defenders are throwing their hands up. Be offsides on Parsons. Still be punt formation for Galena. It's not an automatic 1st down penalty. Punt, spiraling, bounced at the 40 and goes out of bounds at the Galena 49, which is where Parsons will bring their offense out. Mack in the shotgun. They motion a guy to the near side. Sweep action. Trying to get the edge. And a ball's on the ground. Oh, he jumps back on it. At least it looked like came out for a little bit, but that was J.J. Kendrick with the end around action, and ball popped out, but jumped back on quickly. Maybe cold might be starting to play a factor in how they're handling the ball. Never know. Second down and 1. Hand off to Washington. He carries a couple defenders and has the first down. It's Deontay Paul, Caleb Burkhart, Casey Hopkins all in there to help bring down the big Viking running back.
Delivering a final score report out of Baxter Springs. I'm on that 62 Baxter 7.
Mack takes a snap. It'll be a handoff to Washington up the middle. That was Endicott making the initial hit and then was gang tackled by the Bulldogs defensive line there. So 2nd down and 6. Make sure and stick around for the post-game show at the conclusion of this one. Talk about some scores around the area, the conclusion of this one, and a little bit about the matchup for next week. And Burkhart in there to make the tackle. Nice stop. That was Jamarcus Washington who had the ball, and Burkhart was in the backfield and blew it up for a tackle for loss.
Yeah.
3rd down and 9 for Parsons. Snap, handoff to Washington, trying to get the edge. Turner tripped him up, and McNemar brought him down. He's going to be short.
On the tackle.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down and about 6 inches. It's real close, but 4th down. They're going to go for it, too. Got the offense still on the field. Under 8 minutes to play.
All the players are. That's the relevant.
Washington to the left hip of Mack. Henson to the right hip. Handoff to Washington. They have him in the backfield, but Washington, he's going to have the first down. He's too strong, was just able to power through and pick up the first down. So fresh set of downs for the Vikings. Clock a wind under 7 minutes before this next snap. Ball on the Galena 22-yard line. Handoff to Washington. He's going to be tackled by Burkhart, coming in to make a shoestring tackle. Second down and 8. Vikings didn't have much doing there. Burkhart, he's really been all over the field tonight for the Bulldogs. He's done a good job of getting outside and making tackles, but one person isn't always enough to tackle Washington. Ball in the air, intended for the corner of the end zone. It's going to be caught. Good throw, good coverage, just a better catch. And that's J.J. Kendrick with the touchdown reception to extend the Viking lead to 40-12. Halfway through the fourth quarter with 6:12 to play. They'll kick the PAT. That is Jace Quern for the attempt. Kicks up and good. 41-12 the score here in Parsons, Kansas, halfway through the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live. So 6-12 remains here. Vikings tack on some points to extend their lead out to 29 now, and they'll kick it away back to the Bulldogs. Galena hasn't had much going on offense this half. Low rolling kick fielded by Zane Turner at the 13. Cuts back near midfield and stumbles out across the 30 and down at the 32-yard line. So where Galena will start this drive. So you see Jack Perry come back on the field. They made a change tonight, and they felt that what they saw last week against Baxter worked better with Turner at quarterback. This time Perry will be at quarterback, but we've seen a lot more of Zane Turner being the main man, and I didn't even have enough time to see who got the handoff. I think it was Caleb Burkhart. He got hit hard by Chandler Henson in the backfield. I mean, it's impressive that he was even able to hold on to it because the guy shot through the gap as soon as he took the handoff. Lost 2 on the play. And second down and 12. Turner, keeper, off the right side. And it's going to be brought down by a shoulder pad. And yeah, flag will come in. It's going to end up being on Parsons. Face mask. So that'll be 15-yard penalty. And it'll be automatic first down from the spot of the foul. See where they place it, but it looks like it is going to be in Viking territory. Galena looking to put some points on the board here. This one's all but over, but Viking team looks to be a strong team that's going to contend in a late playoff run here. They're going to improve to 6-0 tonight. Galena will fall to 0-6. A tough start to your head coaching career for Coach Martin here in his first year. And it's hard when you lose basically your whole team, and then you have injuries. It's hard to win football games like that, but loss of 5 there. Second down and 15. Clock under 5 minutes. 4:54 to be exact. Paul and Bakken to the near side. Pitch outside to Turner. Cuts back and makes a couple of people miss just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And a 3rd down and 15.
Hey, the couple. 3rd, 14.
Clock continues to roll. Turner's pressured right away, escapes the pocket up the middle, and he'll be ripped down by Chandler Henson. Turner, he's been running for his life tonight, hasn't he, Cole? He's done a good job, done what he can do, but this Vikings defense has been vicious.
Yeah, Cooper. I mean, the offense this second half has just been struggling to find anything to do. It's kind of a rough sight, but it's just kind of how it goes for this Galena team. They don't have subs. This Parsons team, they have a lot of people on their sideline. They have a defense and an offense. I mean, they don't. From what I'm seeing, most of their standout players aren't playing both sides of the ball, so they're getting those much needed breaks that they need, and it's definitely playing a factor.
So timeout called by Galena on the field. 3:22 remains in the 4th quarter. We'll step away for 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
So welcome back, Bulldog fans. We have 3:22 left in this game here in Week 6 action. Bulldogs will take on St. Mary's Crusaders next week. We'll have that game for you. Take a long travel up north of Topeka. Turner just gets ripped down, had no time, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Back on the play, number 34 with Trey Tollins. I can say go on downs.
So Parsons has the ball now. Mack dropping back, looking to throw, throwing deep. It's up in the air. Ball broken up. So that was Tiante Paul that broke the pass up. It was intended for Landon Wheat.
I think I had to move the end of all within the receiver.
Clock will stop at 3:10.
Take 11.
Handoff, cut back by Henson, and he'll have the first down. So the Vikings move the chains again.
Yeah.
And we look towards next week. St. Mary's will be a an interesting task for this Galena team. I don't know a whole lot about them. I'll try and see what I can figure out over the course of this next week. But and the game after that, Frontenac's can be a real tough game. But it's been a rough season for these Bulldogs, and they, like we've talked about, the injuries. You don't got a lot of depth and a whole new team basically. That's tough things to wrap your head around when football season comes so quick. And Mack takes a snap, handoff to Henson up the middle. He's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. And that extends the Viking lead out to 47-12 at the moment. PAT is up, and it's good. That makes it 48-12. The score here, we'll step away for 30 seconds, 1:55 to play. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
At Spring River Mental Health and Wellness, they are focused on helping the mind and body. That's why they offer a full-service wellness center at the Riverton campus, equipped with a full basketball court and walking track, a variety of cardio equipment, functional fitness equipment, strength machines, and free weights. Members may access group fitness classes such as yoga, cardio, strength and tone, and more. Annual memberships and day passes are available, focusing on the mental and physical health of area families. That's Spring River Mental Health and Wellness. To learn more and for pricing, go to springriverwellness.org.
So welcome back here. Time's almost ran out here. The Viking stands have emptied. Everybody is ready to go home, get out of the colder weather. Not adjusted to it yet, I'll say that. But Parsons will kick it away. I don't know what happened for them to be kicking off here, but it's interesting. Kick. It's going to be caught by Botkin at the 5. Returnable. He's going to be drilled at the 13-yard line. Brody Boss with the tackle. And 143. Don't think we'll see too much here from Galena. They've taken their starters out for the main part of what they can. Brought some of the backups in as don't want to get anybody hurt. You're going to have a timeout called. Timeout by Galena. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you Parsons service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
So 143 remains here in this matchup. Bulldogs took down this Parsons team last year as It was one of the best games of the year, if you ask me, being down 13 at half and had a come from behind win at home. And it was up there for one of the most exciting games along with that Frontenac game. But tonight isn't the same story. It was the Vikings night, and probably just see Galena run some clock here. Handoff up the middle.
Myself in the ball carrier. Several Vikings down tackle, very short game, there's check it down, 9.
Second down and 9. Not in any rush. Just want to get this game over with at this point, and you don't want any injuries, especially. Make sure and stick around for our post-game show here. Stay up to date on all of our broadcasts at varsitysportslive.com. Full broadcast lineup, stories, and more at varsitysportslive.com. Up to 10 broadcasts per night, live local sports in Southeast Kansas with Varsity Sports Live. Was that a fumble we just had? It was. Okay. So either way, I think Parsons will just knee this out.
No, coach. That's terrible.
Oh, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but we'll start the clock. And yeah, it looks like it'll just be a QB kneel.
No.
Yep. Take it down to a knee. And I think they'll have to snap it one more time. But yeah, it's going to be a 48-12 final here in Parsons. Parsons improves to 6-0. And they'll take on, I believe they take on Columbus next week. Or Frontenac, then Columbus. But their schedule's looking pretty good up ahead. Galena will take a long travel to St. Mary's next week, about a 2.5-hour drive up near Topeka. So we'll look for their first win next week and see the clock expire. Make sure and stick around for the post-game show here, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. You've been watching Bulldog football on Galena Sports Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a mouth-watering journey down the legendary Route 66? Look no further than Bricks and Brews, Woodfire Grill and Pub in the heart of Baxter Springs, Kansas. Start your culinary adventure with their delicious wood-fired pizzas. Keep it rolling with their classic appetizers and crisp salads. Plus, don't miss live music and so much more.
Is that you guys? Is that you guys? Yeah. We can just end our broadcast.
Just come back. 30 minutes. It's convenient. Turn off the internet too. I think so. Right.
So welcome back here to the post-game show. The final score 48-12. I don't really got much to say. I mean, trying to get out of here, wrap things up, and Galena will have to move on to next week. So we're going to go ahead and put a close on this one for myself and my partner, Cole Grand, saying so long. Thank you guys for tuning in to Galena Sports Live. Next week, catch Pregame at 6:40 and kickoff at 7 o'clock here on Galena Sports Live as you watch them take on the St. Mary's Crusaders a week from now.